Hello, besties. It's me, Weaver, your internet dad. And my kids do this in the back of my poster board. And I feel like this is a great way to utilize a big piece of poster board because I decided I would make a plan for this year and not just wing it. I'm not winging it. And usually this is an Excel spreadsheet, but this is just for your edification. Um, since I thought that many people would benefit from this. Anyway, so this is 2025. I'm planning for 2026. So I said to myself, what am I doing? I might as well write it down and then I will show people what's going on. So, in the yellow or orange, if you'll believe it, that is a dev edit. Every single yellow or orange is a book I need to do. However, this is 3 books. This is a whole series, but I don't think that's going to be a lot of dev editing notes because this is one of the books I've written later on. This is also 3 books. So this should be like 5 of these. There should be 3 of these because I'm crazy. And because not only am I going to be going a new position in January, I will be trying to dev edit stuff, which is great because I just started dev editing the current book I'm working on, the second book of my Caravan series right here. So if I can get some of that done, I'm at 15 chapters out of like 40. What I do is I go through the notes, read them all. He gave me like 10,000 words of notes. And then I just kind of put my notes in there. Hey, this is what I'm going to do in this spot. There's going to be a lot of new conflict. And then I have the convention, which was Wintering Con, right? So every time I had to show up physically to a place or like show up at a certain time, I put this. I have an event in Cary on February 7th. I will have more details about it later. And then this blue thing is the thing that I'm writing. So this is going to be the brand new first draft thing that I'm writing. So I'm writing Skill Spear. I have about 90 days left. I should be done on April 26th or so at the burn rate I'm going because I'm doing a heavy cliff. So you can see that like based off of this, there's 5 cool button over there. There's 5 things I need to dev edit, and of those 5, 2 of them are 3 books each. This one says Caravan 3, this one says Caravan 3. But basically, I planned out everything till June, July. Actually, I guess more nebulous because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. But I do know that I'm going to be writing this until April, Skill Sphere. And then in April, I'm going to switch over to whatever my LPZ, my Launchpalooza 2 project is, so that I kind of know, hey, this is the first draft of whatever I'm writing, and then this is going to be like basically the final draft, so I can have it out. Eventually, I will add things like cover reveals, right? But think of it this way: this is the first draft. This is going to be when I'm done with this. When I'm done with the dev edit notes from my editor, I kick it to my line editor, and then we're done. It gets pushed out. I was going to put launch dates here. I'll probably do an update. I have launch dates here. I want to do a launch here, here, and here. Basically, I want to do 6 months of launches for all the stuff that I'm dev editing here, just so they can be like out. Because this one, I have a narrator for. This one, somebody wants to narrate. This one, I have a team. It's just this new stuff that I might narrate myself. But that is me planning for the year. Feel free to copy that. Feel free to say like, hey, I am writing this thing. I'm editing this other thing. And for some of you guys, you might do a self-edit. So there might be that layer. There, I would do draft 1, then dev edit because I got my betas, and then whatever's next, right? So like, hey, once you're done writing, once the line editor is done with it and you have a finished product, I would say like you can launch that. However, since I'm planning on doing a every 60 days launch here, right? I want to do basically I want to do a different book from a different series every month. I want to do a rapid release. And I want to get these things out so I don't have to think about them anymore. I'm just like trying to push through. And I'm trying to learn a lesson here about like waiting for her to do dev edits, right? So like if I just do a little bit at a time, chunk it out, pass it back, or do I have to like finish a series and then do all the dev edits? I don't know. Trying to learn my process. 18 books in, because I only have 3 books that are fully dev edited and out on Amazon. I would like that to be 10, and hopefully by the end of the year it will be 10. I follow this. Yeah. So in the comments, tell me about your process. If you would like me to do this, but for you, let me know, and I will go over how I would plan out your stuff. It's helpful for me to show that to you because that's my process. But for newbies who are like, I have no idea what he's talking about, I can go back and go in depth. That is my 2026 planner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here so you guys can see it, even though it's going to be really small. And then every time I add something, I'm just going to try to note that in a blog, because that's what I do. I note things. So thanks, besties. This was a little bit. Enjoy your day.